Scorpio, this is your next 6 months. Let's go ahead and pull your bonus cards here. I love the tea leaf. Kind of hard to manage though because it's such a big stack. All right, let's get your bonus cards out of the way. Put them over here. And then get this one. I really like this one too. Ooh, that's the one that wants to be on the top. And now let's bring these. Oh, that works better. Let's get Moon Oracle first for you, Scorpio. Let's see. What is the Moonology for Scorpio? Next 6 months. We have, oh, nice. Full moon in Libra. Win outcome is forecast. That kind of came up in the Cancer reading. All right, let's get our energy oracle for Scorpio. Next 6 months. We have, ooh, nice. There's that winning and cornucopia. You might be coming into a windfall, some kind of maybe judgment in your favor, winning something. Just a lot of abundance coming your way with that 11 too. I keep saying 11, 11, and that is a good sign. My North Node is in Scorpio, which is probably the most challenging North Node. Look up your North Node if you don't know what it is, because that's the lessons you are here to learn. And truth, wow, okay. Look at this, you guys. You know, the court thing kind of came up in Cancer's reading, possibility, but there is truth, justice, Libra energy on this, value. Wow, look at this. These two symbols are going to be very important for you in the next 6 months. Balance, justice, and look in between. Fortune. So that's good. Balance, that could be Two of Pentacles. Cornucopia, that could be 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. We have Libra here. Truth, that's like an Ace of Swords. Wow. Which would also be a victory, a win-win. We have cards of victory here. Six of Wands. Whew, all right. We are only doing future energy now. So for the next 6 months, what's coming for, almost said Libra, for Scorpio, we have Emperor right here. Big boss energy. Oh yeah, it's Aries and Mars energy. The World. Wow. Okay. It's Capricorn and 10 of Pentacles. Hey, we called it, didn't we? That's that win-win. Woo, see, look, I'm not a brunette, but she's calling it. She's saying, yep. So that's your cornucopia right there. Okay, we're done. Just kidding. We're going to keep going. We're going to see what's crossing these energies. This doorway is opening for you with that World card. Something completing, something finishing. Woo-wee! And it's like a win-win outcome, no matter what happens. All right, so you got a Four of Cups flying out. That's okay. That can be the impetus of what, gets this whole ball rolling. Two of Swords. And the Empress. Look at that. Now, this is really fascinating. I do the collective energies for the signs on Sunday. Pisces had the Emperor and the Empress. That is balance. We talked about balance here. This could be a divine counterpart, but this could also be you being in divine balance with your masculine and feminine. All right, so this is interesting right here, Scorpio. We have the Emperor. The Emperor is all the kings combined. The Emperor is the big boss energy, a sovereign who's ready to just take on anything. There is a bit of boredom that could be coming in, a little bit of boredom, But this is saying right here with this 4 that you haven't tried everything yet. There's more. There's always more. There's always more options. And so the trick to getting out of this is to try something new, try something different, you know, and that's just what you got to do. If you start to get bored in anything, you got to take action. And that's what the Emperor does. The Emperor takes swift action. So I don't think that you would linger in this energy for very long. Okay, that's the good part. But that boredom could be coming in. So just take action on it. Do something different. Try something different. Mix things together. If you want to make a different cake, you got to use different ingredients, period. Okay? So the World and the Two of Swords. Well, the World is the very last card in the tarot. The World is completion. The World is moving in to something new, opening a new door. But it is crossed by some indecision. Maybe which door, which path, which way. And so this is saying to trust your intuition during this time. There's more options than what you can see. It kind of reminds me of this card here. She's thinking that this is the only 2 options she has. Oh, she's not tied down. She's not really blinded. She's just got to turn around and see things differently. I get a hangman feeling here, needing to see things from a different perspective. All he's got to do is turn around. Look, each one of these, just turn around. That's what it's saying. These opportunities are all around you, is what these 2 things is. Not just what you can see. This is saying be open to these opportunities that are coming towards you. You have to be open to be able to see them. You have to trust your intuition to be able to see these things, you know, but it's coming. The doorway is open for you to see it. That's what I'm getting here. And look at this. Wow. You're definitely in a zone of prosperity here. This is that cornucopia. This is what you're going towards. You may not be able to see it just yet or at some point, but you can feel it. You can feel this energy around you. And it's always there. It's just whether you make those choices to go down that path. You want to be in alignment with the energy of you in the future that you want to be, right? So the Empress is the divine counterpart to the Emperor here, and she is the one that can help manifest that change. She is the creator, the initiator. She's all the queens combined. This is fertility and abundance, pregnancy, sometimes pregnant with ideas, pregnant with children. There could be children here. But because it's crossing this 10 of Pentacles, I think this is what you are doing. You're creating a fortune here, a legacy. This is that cornucopia. But you have to take action, is what we're seeing here. Got to take action. Trust your own truth and intuition during this process. All right, so let's keep going. That's really, that first row, wow, powerful, very powerful. That's amazing. So you're really going to be coming into something. You may not really be seeing it yet. Oh my gosh, look at this. It just flipped out. This is a victory. This is the win-win. This is it. There is something you are so close to here. You just have to turn around. That's the feeling I'm getting. Stop being focused. There's something, I feel like you're not seeing something fully for some reason. I got that turnaround energy and I can't get it out of my head. It's like a broken record. You just got to turn around. You just got to turn around. What does that mean? 6 of Swords. Look, a 6 and a 6. 6 is a great number. And the 2 of Wands. There's the Emperor choosing a path, taking action right here. And that's action. That's action. You're assured of victory and success. But you got to leave the past behind with that 6 of Swords. Keep the good stuff, keep the knowledge, but move on. Ooh, wow. Knight of Swords. Look at that. Just rushing towards that victory. There's the Hangman. I've been feeling it this whole time. I've been feeling it. You need to look at things from a different way. And it's coming in. That enlightenment is coming in. Taking a risk. Because the Two of Wands, that's a comfort zone, right? Let's talk about this first. This is like an assured victory, but you just got to put the action to it, you know? Proper planning. This energy, this really ready to go energy has to be directed in the right way. All the knights have to have good direction. They have to, or they'll just get wild and squirrely and crazy. You know, there's always a negative side to any card, really. So this needs to be controlled with that Empress and Emperor energy. There needs to be balance here. You know, make sure you know everything you can before you rush in. That's what I'm feeling here with this energy. You're just so ready for it. You're ready for this victory. That's what I'm feeling with that. Just woo, woo. And so I'm getting a lot of speedy movement here, almost like an Eight of Wands feeling, because we have the Six of Swords. In this depiction, we see an airship, but sometimes it's a boat with a woman and child and the guy in the back leading them to calmer waters. You're speeding towards something. You're speeding away. I think from this energy of indecision and feeling stuck, you know, like unhappy with the situation. There is that Emperor is going to take charge here. The Emperor is going to take charge. It's going to lead you towards enlightenment, is what I see here with those two energies. And this is a comfort zone, that Four of Cups. Okay? It's uncomfortable, but it's still a comfort zone. It's not doing something. And so something has to change here. And the Two of Wands, this is a young emperor looking at the world in his hands, all the opportunity around, and deciding to leave this tower. Taking a risk, a calculated risk. I do believe it is a calculated risk. Because you can feel the energy of that Ten of Pentacles. It's calling to you, is what I'm feeling here. It's calling to you. It's your truth. It's the abundance that you feel is already yours, because it is. It's your future self that you are, I feel like, coming into alignment with. Because we have that 1-1. I think almost like that reminds me of Gemini, you know, two parts of one whole coming together, balance, inner balance. Woo. Two of Cups. Look at that. Now, the Two of Cups can be that divine love, but it's also masculine, feminine, Emperor, Empress. This could be this alignment within yourself. Two of Swords again. Wow, a lot of duality here. And the Six of Cups. Wow, a lot of sixes. Woo! That's a gift maybe coming in. Gift from the universe, maybe? Gift to yourself. I don't know yet. Oh, Nine of Cups. We'll take it. We'll take that 9. We'll take that happiness. All right, what do we have here? The Queen of Cups, Cancer, and the Five of Wands. Okay. So you might be getting some kind of wish fulfillment here, Scorpio, something you wish for. It could be a divine counterpart for some of you. It could be, but it could just be this inner balance within yourself with the masculine and the feminine, not pulling one way or another, just being who you are is what I'm feeling. But this is real genuine love here. This could be what you're attracting right now because you love yourself. If you're in balance with yourself and you're in this Nine of Cups, there you go. This is kind of like a Queen of Cups feel just right here. And we have it right there. So And this is Cancer. This is intuition and moon energy. You know what I'm saying? This Nine of Cups is a lucky card. It's a card of Jupiter. That's why we call it wish fulfillment, because Jupiter is a very lucky planet, right? This is actually a card of Pisces, but it's water. This is so good and such a happy energy. This could be a person coming in for you, a soulmate, a companion, a kindred spirit, something like that. But on the other hand, I feel like it's you, Scorpio, coming in to balance with yourself and your own inner rich cornucopia. I do feel like you're going to be very successful. This Ten of Pentacles, but it's also an inner success. This is a resource as well. All this love, all this wish fulfillment, this abundance, it's around you. This is a very abundant energy. A lot of love down here. A lot of love. So the Two of Swords, once again, showing up. We've had a lot of repeating cards. Repeating. I can speak. Trusting your intuition. This is all about intuition right here. I just hiccuped. So excuse me. I haven't been drinking. So the Nine of Cups, I want to say, that's the bartender. You're not just going to give your cups to anybody. You're going to be very careful about who you share your cups with. It could be that you shared your cups in the past and it didn't work out. This could be representative of relationships that you tried and just didn't work out. Looking for love in all the wrong places is what this could be about. But now finally finding it. Finally, I think you're going to be victorious in whatever you really put your mind to right now. We see two things popping up, and that's the Pentacles and the emotions here. So the Queen of Cups, this is Cancer energy, but this could be you being very emotionally mature right now and really using your intuition with decisions. I feel like there is a progression here from the Two of Swords crossing the world to the Queen of Cups crossing the Two of Swords. I think you really learn to trust your intuition during this time, if you don't already. And I feel like with the decisions you make, you're using your heart a lot more. But being wise about it too. I do feel like you are being smart about things. But this is following your heart with these decisions. Your heart and your intuition. There could be some kind of gift coming in here for you with the Six of Cups. We see the young man here giving the girl a gift of flowers. The Six of Cups is a card of nostalgia, of remembering good things from your past. But it could be that if you are attracting someone right now, they're wanting to give you a gift, that I get the feeling here that they think there might be competition for you. Or you might feel there's competition around this person. There's some element here of two people coming together, two very sweet kindred spirits, but there's some competition. And whether or not there is, I don't know. There may not be. You might think there is. So there's something here that has to do with that. So there's definitely a love component in your reading here for the next 6 months, either coming into your own inner balance, which I think you are. But I think at the same time, as you do that, you're attracting wealth, abundance, prosperity, love, all kinds of wonderful things. That's what I'm feeling here. That's what I'm feeling. This is it feels like a quick read because it just seems so laid out. On target, follow your ideal life path. I like that. You do feel like you are following some type of goal. That's what I feel. Yep. World again. Be open to new possibilities in all areas of life. I mentioned that here. You have to be open to this. You got to be open. You got to like I was saying, there's something here you're just not seeing because you got to look at it from a different perspective. You got to be open to this. Arrow, oh my gosh, and on target. Seriously, you are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. Wow. Be open to these opportunities to let them come in. Flag, do not be tempted to lower your standards. Okay, that's a message for some of you. Keep high standards with these people around you. And tree, affairs with your family. There's a lot of success in winning here, Scorpio, depending on what your focus is, what you're trying to manifest. You know, it looks like there's love coming in, a divine counterpart, you know, and also a lot of abundance. But this is also about having inner balance and your own inner truth. And that inner truth is that connection to spirit, that connection to your higher self. That's what I'm feeling here. But wow, this looks really good, Scorpio. Let me know what you think in the comments. Hit that like button, share, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.